Okay, guys, how you doing today? Uh, I wanted to make a statement about my girlfriend and myself. We've decided that we will continue our relationship, even though we haven't met, even though the circumstances are arisen now that her daughter had to go to the hospital, and the hospital came up with a lab test that said she had dengue, and then they did another lab test, and this UTI, and then another lab test that said later that said she had bronchitis, and then another one that said she had an amoeba, and it made me curious as to why they didn't detect this to begin with in the first lab test. So, and also the communication problem that I was having. They have a Facebook page, this hospital, and they never communicated with me. So it made me wonder what's wrong with their communication, and is it getting through or what or whatever. And I was told by yet another Philippine lady that depending on the area and the circumstances there in the Philippines, that the communication might be poor. And not only the hospitals, thinking about it, hospitals must not be equipped as like we have here in the United States. Like I would think the hospital there all over the place would have computers and updated, and have their files filed electronically and all this stuff, and it may not exist there in certain hospitals. So that's what I was thinking. I think I recall my girlfriend saying maybe they only had phones with which to communicate with. And I just wanted to say, that I made an assumption, and it was a wrong assumption too. That how could they do such a thing? Because none of the hospitals here uh, do that. Period. And usually they catch things on the first lab test to see what all is wrong with you. The first go round, and also the electronic system here is different than there, and you have to take into account that situation. In some areas of the Philippines, the internet connection is not that good. So, based on that, I had a lot of curiosity just eating away at me, as to why. I had all these questions, why, inside of me. And, you can't just judge things like, you can't base things, rather, like they are done here, because it could be totally different, in another country. And assuming that, I mean, Manila is different, they had the more updated hospital systems, that and maybe Makati, and that's, if I move over there to the Philippines, that's where I would like to be, a little closer to that area, not exactly in the busy center of Manila or Makati, but kind of on the outskirts a little bit, not dead into something like that, where there's so much congestion and so many people neck to neck. But anyway, you'd like to be in an area that's more modern, and it kind of falls into place here in certain terms of getting the medical health care you need and stuff like that. So you guys, if you're thinking about moving over there, you might consider moving close to a bigger city where you can get the health care you need, because in a smaller hospital, just like I'm getting familiar now with what's going on over there with my girlfriend and her daughter that was in the hospital with the four illnesses. And I'm still praying for her, and I'm really concerned, because I don't want nothing to happen to her. And I'm kind of a little angry inside that the mother had to pawn away the gifts I give to her and the daughter to meet a hospital cost there, because I don't know exactly how the billing system works there with the hospital, or whether they will somehow call this some kind of security or police or something and have you arrested right there on the spot if you don't pay right then and there. So I don't know how exactly that works. They might not even have a billing system there. They have insurance, I think, called Phil Health, that may pay about half of the thing, and it don't cover the medicine. So my girlfriend's saying the medicine is rather expensive, and it is. It is. I mean, compared to the United States, it might be falling about neck to neck about the same cost. So I really don't know. Maybe it might be some of it cheaper there. I don't know. Whether they have, like here, they have generic brand of medicine. I'm not sure if they have it there or not. But anyway, I'm still going to try to help the little girl, try to help her recover. And it's falling on my shoulders and also the family shoulders, her sisters and all. And we're all going to try to pull together, I hope, and try to get the little girl well again. So I need to look out too for certain things. I'm really would like to tell you guys, that you can't jump to conclusions like I did and base things that are done here, and it's not the same. It's not the same at all over there in certain areas. So I've been to Cebu, Philippines, and it's a pretty busy place over there. It's not that pretty a place in some places. You see some modernization. You go to a mall, and it's just as beautiful as you could ever see. And that's the greatest thing you could see, the mall, because it's built to attract the customers and get their money, right? Just like here. So anyway, I'd like to update you on that and just say, oops, I made a mistake, and everybody does. Everybody makes a mistake. They draw a conclusion based on what they have around them, and it's not always the case. So, yeah. But anyway, you still need to be careful because there are certain scammers. I've had girls ask me for money, and just out of the blue, that would be the first thing come out of their mouth almost. Could you help me? I need so-and-so, this money for that or that money for this, and that was in the past, not now. But anyway, just be on the lookout and be careful, guys. You could make a wrong decision. There's always a wrong turn you can make. So be very careful about who you deal with and who you judge. Don't be too judgmental as well. And don't draw too many conclusions like I did. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you an update on that. And I'm still trying to help the little girl. So see how much I can help her, as far as I can help her anyway. Okay, thank you, and thank you for listening to me. Thank you, and bye-bye.